Since The Matrix Resurrections comes out later this month, I thought I'd go back and review the old video game Enter the Matrix. So this is my review of that video game. So Enter the Matrix is a 2003 movie tie-in game, but instead of following the events of The Matrix Reloaded, it actually is a side story to the main films, because in this video game, you either take on the role of either Ghost or Niobe, played by Anthony Wong and Jada Pinkett Smith respectively. This video game I really never liked, and the reason being is because the story is kind of inconsistent. Why are we playing these two characters in this video game where the real action is with Neo, Trinity, and Morpheus? That's what video gamers wanted back in 2003. They wanted a Neo video game. Now granted, we didn't get that till 2 years later, but still, couldn't they have given us a side story where we get to play either Morpheus or Trinity? I think that would have been a far better video game. The issue I really have with this game is that not only does the story don't make a whole lot of sense in the grand scheme of things, but the gameplay is very glitchy. And this video game clearly has issues that keeps it from being great. So the gameplay is you have bullet time, which is called focus in the game, and you have all these moves. And there is actually a story in this video game, despite how absurd it is. But as far as a compelling game, this video game ain't it. Only hardcore fans of the Matrix franchise would enjoy this video game, because at the end of the day, this video game is just very bad in my opinion. So over an hour of live cutscenes was filmed for this video game. I have to say it adds a story to the main films, but as far as its own action-adventure game, it's really not that compelling. I'm not saying there's like a whole lot of issues that goes on with this video game. I just thought when it comes to the story, it's not that great. We do learn a lot about Niobe and Ghosts, and even Sparks, their operator, on the logos. But this video game also has a ending that don't make a whole lot of sense. It's kind of pathetic. And the ending video game here is them trying to escape from the machines. No, you don't fight Agent Smith in this video game at the ending, because I guess they ain't thought it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. You just run away from machines. That's like the least favorite part of that video game from I remember. If you like the Matrix franchise, you could check it out, but don't expect a whole lot of great things. Simply because of the convoluted story and the glitches and the gameplay mechanics not working out all that well. This is not one of the worst video games I've ever played, but it's nowhere near great either. I would probably say Matrix Path of Neo is a better video game than this. And, that's saying something. I'm giving this video game a 5 out of 10. It's hard to believe this sold 5 million copies back in 2003. I mean, that's impressive, but the problem with this video game is it tries to do its own thing instead of letting you play as, like I mentioned before, either Morpheus or Trinity. I think that would have been a far entertaining game if you play as those two characters instead of playing Ghost and Niobe. I mean, there are worse video games out there, but I just think this video game is very mediocre for what it is. I will say at least Shiny Entertainment tried to make an entertaining video game here. It just doesn't work at all for me. And I think the main reason is we don't know a whole lot about Ghost and Niobe in the main Matrix trilogy. I think if Ghost and Niobe's characters were explored a little bit more in the films, then this video game would have gotten better received by a lot of people. I will say that this video game did do something new and it had its own story, but it's not interesting to me all that much considering how many story issues that this video game has. And that's my review of the video game Enter the Matrix. Alright, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this video game if you have played it. Okay, this is Slum Guy 172 saying peace out.